Bitcoin is taking another big hit towards the downside, and this time around, it's not due to news, it is just the market coming down here. And on today's update video, obviously, I'm going to be talking about this weekend's pump we got. I'm going to be talking about this correction, what is right now the strategy for our trades, and like I said multiple times before in my previous videos, I don't believe this is a great time to long or short Bitcoin because we're trading on support, so you don't short that. But also, I believe the bounces are too weak here. So on today's update video, I will be obviously explain my Bitcoin trading strategy right now here. I'm gonna talk about the bigger consolidation phase on Bitcoin, the big levels of support we're trading below, the big levels of support we have trading below us, the biggest support in history for Bitcoin, and what historically happens if we break below this 100 weekly moving average level, the liquidity heat map on Bitcoin, and so much more will be all discussed on today's update video, including ETH and its retest of the most important support level. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above. 1000 likes would be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in today's update video. So first of all, today, of course, we have seen another 5% crash here, and as we basically erased about $150 billion in market cap. And once again, there's no news whatsoever involved in this correction, just over $600 million in liquidations on Bitcoin today here. And according to the CRYPTOSEA letter, they are saying basically, usually during these weekends, since there's low liquidity on Bitcoin, we tend to see a large moves here. Also on Sunday, for the last 9 weeks in a row, we have seen Bitcoin pump on Sunday. And of course, it was not necessarily a big pump, but from about $90,000 to about $93,000, we saw this move towards the upside, right? And this is all due to thin liquidity. And also, all of a sudden, Bitcoin right now dropped about $4,000 in a matter of minutes without news here. And this, plus the fact that we have a lot of leverage in the market, is meaning we get these massive sell-offs in a very quick way here, but also sometimes these massive pushes towards the upside. And just like the CRYPTOSEA letter is also stating, the Bitcoin or crypto bear market is still in its structural nature. And I do totally agree with that here. According to most of the charts, according to most of the data, we are indeed in this Bitcoin bear market. And for me, the level where I'm going to be opening up a new trade is most certainly going to be on this big level of support for Bitcoin, because I do believe a big bounce could be very likely to occur from of this 70k level here for Bitcoin. So in case we are going to be breaking below this box right here, I think 70k is going to be a likely level to be hitting. And if we hit that level, it's obviously going to be a very good opportunity to start accumulating in towards those positions around that 70k mark here. Then on the top side, I believe this is a very great zone of going short here. I said multiple times as well here, I will only open these trades if we do get the entry either on the top side or on the lower side. That way we are minimizing our risk for sure. So Bitcoin ultimately got rejected by the yearly open. And I do want to be quickly mentioning, guys, if you want to be staying up to date about this trade I'm currently going to be taking, and if you want to be staying up to date basically on the trades as also the entire group is trading, make sure to join my private Telegram group here using the second link into this video description, because there you will be staying up to date on all the trades we are talking about and all the trades we are taking. But Bitcoin indeed got rejected by the yearly open. The total cryptocurrency market cap is still trading in an uptrend, but yeah, this level of support is shortly going to be getting retested. Then also, really, this is a zone and a level I've talked about for about 2 days in a row right now here, but this 100 weekly moving average on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin is going to be absolutely critical. You saw it in 2015. The moment we broke below it, it marked the beginning of a major brutal bear market. Same for 2018, same for 2020, same for 2022. And of course, now we are retesting this level again here. And the moment we are going to be breaking below this level is going to be the point where we are indeed going to be seeing that big critical and crucial correction. At least that is what history is currently indicating us here. So this is something I will be looking out for. This is something, if it's going to be breaking below this level, it could become much, much worse here. And like I mentioned in many videos before here, this is the heat map where I will be looking at, where I want to be accumulating very aggressively in towards Bitcoin. But as of for now on, it is of course not the time yet here to accumulate on spot, at least aggressively here, because we're still in this expensive area for Bitcoin, in my opinion. So yeah, that is basically the strategy. Looking at the liquidity heat map, we can still see there's a ton of liquidity still laying above us around that 95 to $93,000 US level. that is of course ultimately going to be grabbed, but it's going to be a matter of time before it's going to be happening. Then of course we have seen a lot of selling going on from also the spot Bitcoin ETF here. And ultimately, if we're looking at the weekly time frame, looking at the big zone of support, the next big zone of support is clearly laying around that 75 to about $70,000 level for the Bitcoin price action. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Obviously, we are right now past, according to the 4-year cycle on Bitcoin, the timings of the 4-year cycle. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. And I do want to be mentioning, of course, I am still waiting for me to enter these trades here. But if you are interested in training yourself as well, or potentially joining me with these trades here, don't forget to join WeX in the first link into this video description. Because by doing so, you will not only get a 25% fee rebate, but also an insane 50% future bonus on your first deposit on the exchange here. So make sure to check it out, and it's only valid using the first link in today's video description. Further on, Ethereum is also once again following Bitcoin. This is of course something I mentioned before here. Ethereum is ultimately going to be following the trajectory of Bitcoin. And if I'm looking at ETH right now here, we are retesting this major level of resistance right here. Now flipping it into support here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. But ultimately, this is the most critical level support for ETH here. You can clearly identify it. We got rejected by this level for about 3 months or 2 months in a row here. But it's exact level of resistance. And the moment we're going to be breaking below this level, it's obviously going to be a very bad sign for ETH as well here. So that is what we'll be looking out for. Then looking more in towards Ethereum, I have also got this heat map. And in my opinion, everything below $1,600 is going to be a very great buy for ETH. But as of for now, we just still have to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more patient on the market. So that was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, learn something from this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.